Hey guys, I just kind of wanted to go over why it is that people develop diabetes. Um, One of the main things that you need to know is that glucose is one of the body's main sources of energy. So the glucose levels in our blood, they lead the pancreas to go ahead and make the insulin so that it can go into cells. So in order for the glucose to get into any cells in our body from the bloodstream, it has to have insulin. The only way it can get insulin is through the pancreas. Okay, so the pancreas has to make insulin to get into the cell's membranes, because insulin is like it's like a key to get into the cell membrane for the glucose. Okay, so diabetics have what's called insulin resistance. Okay, this is when the cells completely stop responding to any kind of insulin. So without glucose and insulin being able to get into the cell membrane, it causes the glucose to stay in the bloodstream. Okay. Now, when that happens, eventually the pancreas, it just keeps going. It keeps creating this insulin over and over and over again. Eventually, it fails. Okay. So you don't have a bad pancreas after this happens. Okay. Now, whenever the glucose is in the bloodstream, the only way for it to leave the bloodstream, it won't leave the bloodstream, you know what? And it begins to build up in different tissues. It begins to build up in the kidneys, in your eyes, in your heart, and around nerve endings, all of that kind of stuff. So once the glucose is built up in the tissues, it can cause hyperglycemia. Whenever hyperglycemia occurs, it can cause short-term as well as long-term symptoms. Some short-term symptoms includes headache, fatigue, difficulty concentrating, blurred vision, frequent urination. It can cause obviously high blood sugar, and some of the long-term symptoms are going to include the vaginal and skin infections. You're going to have slow healing cuts and wounds, decreased vision like the short term, and different nerve damage, and stomach and intestinal problems as well, including constipation and diarrhea. So there are lots of problems that can occur because your pancreas is not working properly. But guys, you need to remember that when your pancreas stops working, the insulin is not the only problem. See, your pancreas also produces digestive enzymes, which help to break down carbohydrates and proteins and fats and things of the sort. So in conclusion, when your pancreas stops working, you can't create insulin to get rid of the glucose in your body, and you can't create the digestive enzymes to break down fats and carbohydrates and proteins. So because of that, that's why you see a lot of diabetics that are overweight, because their pancreas is not working properly. I hope this cleared up any questions that you've had on how it is that people develop diabetes. If you have any other questions, you can feel free to comment, let me know. And if you do have diabetes, let me know, because I do sell a product that can help you, okay? But I hope all of you have a wonderful and blessed day, and we'll see you next time, okay? Thanks.